Okay, so what we've got here so far is we started out with the Lydian here, and we're going to be looking at the Lydian A shape. So we've got 6 strings. First thing, we know 5 to 5 is 6 strings. And then we're going to bring over the top 2 strings because of the tuning differential. Okay, and right here we've got what looks like what should be our A pattern here. Now the reason why it looks a little strange is because we've moved over the entire string shapes now. Okay, so if just putting it back here, we shouldn't have any repeating notes here. Let's say we've got A to A, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got the top of an S3SL here, and we go to an S3L here, and then we've got another S3S here, but I've added this 7 here. Why did I add that 7 there? I'm not completely sure. Oh, so that we could, it really isn't part of it, so there we go. We don't need the 7 in the A shape. So that was just a mistake. A note O. Instead of a typo, it was a note O. I found a number of them this morning when I was going over these. So now we're going to bring the 2 strings over, okay, for the tuning third. Now there's a third in between the 4th and the 5th string, counting from the bottom. String 1, string 2, string 3, string 4th, and string 5th. So we have a tuning third right there, root to the 3rd. Now we have a tripentatonic A shape. A 4th of A is D, and we have a D shape right there. So we've got an A shape root, 5, root 3, a D shape 4th, second inversion, root 4, 6, and an E shape 5th, 2, 5, 7, second inversion, E shape 5th. Okay, so here's our E shape 5th. This is our modal circle rollout. An A major shaped A major, C minor shaped D minor. We're not looking at that one. We're not looking at 6 root 3. We're looking at the gray notes here, a Lydian. So let's, and then we have the D minor shaped 3rd minor in the key of A, in the key of C rather. That would be an E minor. It would be a D minor shaped D minor, 7, 3, 5, whatever key you're in. And then we have, there it is, our D shaped 4th. That's our Lydian. See, that's our Lydian, the D shaped 4th. It's not this, A was kind of throwing me off. So here's our D shaped 4th. We call it the D shaped 4th, but really the Lydian arpeggio. Okay, starting on the 6th of the parent key of C, let's say, we're going 6, root 4. That's first inversion. So it's starting in first inversion. The A cage, all right, the A form Lydian triad arpeggio starts in first inversion. Just like that. Play it on guitar. It's fairly easy. You're going to have this 4th up here. So that's just like a little thing, you know, like playing it, making it sound like a little like a bugle call. You start here. You know, it's a major arpeggio. Well, what else can we learn from this? So again, it's D shape. So this would be the action letter right here. This is what we are looking at. We are looking at the D-shaped Lydian right there. Remember, we have all of these chord qualities in this box, but we're looking at the Lydian. So we have a G minor shaped sixth there. So in the key of C, that would be A minor. So if the Lydian fourth was the F, we would have a G minor shaped A minor. A G minor shaped A minor would be like this. There's your A minor shaped A minor. We talked about that yesterday. G minor goes to A minor when you're going to the left. It's caged backwards. G goes to A, and caged A goes to G. It also works in minors. The little method that you use to get around. So what else can we look at in this Lydian before we finish up today? We can't do the, we have to, you know, keep the length of the things to within an hour, within or a little bit over an hour. So we're over an hour already. So let's bring it to a close. What else can we see here about this Lydian arpeggio here with the string shapes now? Okay, so we have our string shapes. We have our other, I've filled in the numbers for the string shapes. Okay, that's why I took that 7 out, that extra 7 that I had left in there. Got a little confused because that was not part of the A-shaped string shape. Okay, so let me show you how these string shapes work. Okay, I guess we'd have to look at the other chart for a second. So we want to look at, here's your string shapes, but here's a little more interesting. Here's how they link up. So the A string shape 5, 6, 7's not a bad note, but we weren't looking at the G string shape, which shares the 6 with A. There's only one, and we can look at this thing right here. Looks like we're zooming in on the telescope, you know. You're looking at a telescope. Okay, well, I can't really get that over here now. Well, we can get the A here. The A shape shares the 6 in the 5. Let's look over here again. So we have the A shapes, the 5 and the 6. The 6 is shared between the A and the G. That's all it's shared. Now the 5 is shared, the A shape is also shared between the C and the A. So when you see a 5, think C and A. When you see a 6, you think A and G, and it goes around the circle. Okay, I brought the circle over here. So this is the last thing we're going to finish out with. So we go, this is the major scale here. So root is shared by, there's root, and 7 and root actually, they're together. They're shared by the G and the E shape. Okay, we're going to have to leave the subject matter now because it's time to finish up for today's lesson. I hope you've learned something in this lesson, enjoyed this lesson. I've certainly enjoyed teaching it to you. Thanks for watching, and you know, just keep on watching and you'll learn as much as possible.